It was May 2003. The war in Iraq was finally over. The American soldiers were parading down the street. They don't go all left, right, because they're Americans, right? And everything that they do has to be cool. So there's this picture, this photograph that gets published in the New York Times. Headlines, front news. It shows this picture of these American soldiers parading down the street, and in the backdrop there are these Iraqi soldiers with this gesture. Now the world is celebrating the triumph of democracy over dictatorship. However, later, as rightly pointed out by few scholars, in Arabian cultures, this gesture is an extremely offensive gesture. And it means up yours. I hope I don't have to tell you where. So it's amazing how one gesture in one part of the world can mean something completely different in the other. For example, what does this gesture mean to most of you? Stop. This is Congress. Okay, very innovative there. So for me, when I think of it, I think of talk to the hand. Right? Talk to the hand. In Greek, they have a name for this gesture. It's called the mutsa. Now the mutsa is very offensive, and pardon me for this, it means crap on your face. Literally it means crap on your face. So it's extremely offensive. So if you really want to insult a Greek, you would go the double mutsa on him. So the next time you're kicked out of this disc pub in Athens and you're wondering, why did they beat you and why did they push you out of this pub? You might want to recollect your dance moves. And if there was something like this, you probably now know, right, why you were kicked out. So maybe instead of that, you can do the rock symbol. Have you all seen this in concerts? You probably have all seen this, right, in concerts. So this gesture is called the corna. And it dates back to Italy. And it was basically a way to ward off evil spirits. You know, shh. So this guy saw his grandmother doing that and warding off evil spirits. He used it in his concert, and the rest is history. We use it today. Now consider this one scenario. You start dating this girl, and she happens to know sign language. Okay? And in sign language, this could mean two things. The first thing, goat. You can kind of see goat, right? Do you guys see goat? Yeah, kind of see goat. And the second is, I love you. And no matter how she interprets that, when you just start dating, goat or I love you, you are in big, big trouble, my friends. Okay, let's move on to some other gestures that are fairly interesting. Peacock. Okay, good, perfect. In some European countries, this means zero, almost or nothingness. And you're telling someone you are nothing. I'm saying that to Chirag because I know him and I know he won't feel bad about it. But in Brazil, this is an unmentionable orifice. And I'm thinking of something in the rear. So the next time your friendly Brazilian colleague comes up to you and says, hey Dubinsky, your code is... Just know, man, that dude is messing with you. So I've had enough. I mean, the Arabs don't like me. The Greeks beat the crap out of me. No pun intended. And the Brazilians are secretly making fun of me. So I decide I've had enough. I go to Kenya. I go to this village in Kenya to change the world, to do some good to society and to change myself as well. So I reach there in this village. And I'm greeted by the entire village, led by this old elderly woman who's coming to greet me. And I lay there, waiting for her. And I raise my hand. As I raise my hand to shake hers, because that's the only way I know how to greet someone, she comes up to me smiling, spits right into my forehead. What the hell, man? What was that? Was that some sort of custom? Are we married? Is that the reason why the entire village is applauding and celebrating this kind of ceremony, and few people in this audience seem to appreciate it as well? What's going on? Was there a mosquito on my head? No. In Kenya, there's this beautiful custom where they believe that spitting on someone's forehead actually transfers your soul to their soul. It's a beautiful custom, but you can see how that can get misinterpreted. Now in this same village in Kenya, there's this beautiful Russian woman who happens to work for this NGO there. And she happens to be Maria Sharapova's second cousin, stepsister's neighbor's daughter's musical teacher. And she's fascinating, she's fabulous, she's beautiful, she's everything you've ever wanted. So you want to make it up to her. You want to make sure that she'll never ever leave you. So you go all out, right? You all have done it at some point of time. You've gone all out for this beautiful girl. And that's what I did, my friends. So I went to the forest and I picked 2,222 beautiful exotic flowers for her. And I wanted to make sure that she'll never leave me. So I did this grand gesture. I called the entire village. And I professed my love to her in front of everyone. But what's this? She gets angry. She's mad. She slaps me right across my face and breaks up with me right there in front of the entire village. What just happened? Little did I know, in Russia, you only give even number of flowers during a funeral. So there I am, standing, humiliated, feeling pathetic, embarrassed in front of the entire village. And few people here were shamelessly waiting to point out my R's and grammatical mistakes at the end of this. And I lay there, waiting. But there's this one gesture that instinctively comes to everyone in such a situation. And it's perhaps, my friends, the most powerful, the most impactful, the most misunderstood gesture there is. The Indian head bobble. Thank you. Contestant.